I'm Jason Crabb, the Crabb family. Redeemer, one of my favorite songs that we do live. It was a God thing that we got to cut that song. I love singing it because, I'm so thankful that my Jesus Christ is alive. Just a few months ago, came from the Holy Lands, and we got to go into the garden tomb and turned around, and as we was getting ready to walk out, there's a sign over the door that said, "He's not here, He's risen." And man, there's something in my heart that just, every time I think about that moment, I'm so glad. Every time I sing that song, I think about that, That's my Savior. I'm thankful for this song because I've just started a book, and I've not really talked about it to very many people. But I just started a book, and the title of it's called Through the Fire. It's through the fire, my weakness is made strong. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yeah, yeah. He never promised that the cross would not get heavy, and the hill would not be hard to come. That song, it took a year for my father to write it. Gerald Crabb is his name. He writes a lot of the songs that we do, but it took him, usually it takes Dad maybe a day or two to write a song, but it took him a year to write this one. He had to listen to everyone's testimonies. It was wild. He never promised that the cross would not get heavy, the hill would not be hard to climb, and that was all he could get. And he would sit down at the piano and play those lines out and sing it. And you could tell that God was just doing something, but he couldn't finish it. He tried on his own, he just couldn't finish it. And one day a lady come up to him and she said, "Will you pray for me?" She said, "My husband just left me. My child just went through brain surgery, and I'm pregnant with another child." All those type of things was piled on her, and tears streaming down her face, and she said, "Please pray for me." And at that moment, Dad, his wheels are turning about that song because he's got it on his mind. And this is what she said: "But I'm still trusting in the Lord, and I know He'll take me through this." And man, it clicked. And he had to listen to people's testimonies behind the table we're talking to people at the concert, what all they had been through. And I believe that's why people relate to this song so well. I remember when we came out with it, we had just recorded it, and me and my wife went through 2 miscarriages back to back with this song. It helped us get through it. So many times I sing it to myself, He never promised, even though you're a minister, even though you're traveling, even though you're doing your best to live for Christ, He never promised it's going to be easy. Life is tough. Life will kick you in the teeth and make it hurt. But you know what? The promises of God, He said He'd never leave you nor forsake you. He'd be with you. He'd be like a friend, stick closer than a brother. He can calm the storms that's raging in your life. When adversity comes, He'll be there for you. He'll be your friend. He'll get you through. It's amazing to me, through some of the stuff that I've been through, I look back in this last year and I look at my life and go, I don't know how I got through it. And, and still had a peace, But then again, I look at who I serve, and, He's my best friend. And he helps me. Says, go ahead, give him no shot.